Hello everyone. Today we will start your chapter number 3 from a textbook, Discovering Tut. The saga continues by A.R. Williams. The chapter deals with the archaeological survey of the powerful last hire of the powerful family that had ruled Egypt and its empire for centuries. Since the discovery of his tomb in 1922, the modern world has speculated about what happened to him, with murder being the most extreme possibility. It was 6 p.m. on January 5, 2005, when the mummy of Tutankhamun, that is Tut, his short name, moved smoothly and quietly into CT scanner, which had been carried to Tut's resting place. The aim was to probe the persisting medical mysteries of his young ruler who died more than 3,300 years ago. His dead body was emblamed and buried in a royal grave in the Valley of Kings. Howard Carter, the British archaeologist, discovered Tut's tomb in 1922 after years of futile search. Its content remain the richest royal collection ever found. They include extremely attractive artifacts in gold, as well as everyday things like broad games, a bronze razor, linen undergarments, cases of food and wine. Um, Carter Carter first recorded the pharaoh's funeral treasures. Then he begins investigating his three nested coffin. The first one had a shroud covered with garlands of willows and olive trees, wild celery, lotus petals, and cornflowers. These proved that he was buried in March or April. Carter ran into trouble when he reached the mummy. The ritual resins had hardened. These had cemented to the bottom of his solid gold coffin. The solidified material was removed with the help of chisel. Then the mummy was cut free. Carter's men removed the mummy's head and served nearly every major joint. Once they had finished, they reassembled the remains on a layer of sand in a wooden box with a padding mm, that conceded the damage. The team of scientists found it resting there. I have asked Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities observed that the mummy was in a very bad condition because of what Carter had done in 1920. Archaeology has changed a lot during the last few decades. Now it pays less attention to treasures and more to the fascinating details of life and puzzling mysteries of death. It uses more sophisticated tools, including medical technology. In 1968, an anatomy professor x rayed the mummy. He revealed a startling fact, a surprising fact. The breastbone and front ribs of Tut's body were missing. Now, CT scanning was employed to answer two questions: how did he die? And the second was, how old was he at the time of his death? Now, the night of the scan, workmen Tut, um, carried Tut uh, from the tomb in his box. They climbed a ramp and a flight of stairs into the swirling sand outside. Then they rose to a hydraulic lift into a trailer. The trailer had held the scanner. Initially, there was some problem because of sand in a collar fan. Then the techniques. And then technicians scanned the mummy head to toe. 1700 digital X-ray images in cross sections were created Tooth's head was scanned in 0.62 millimeter slice to register its complicated structure. Tooth's entire body was similarly recorded. Then a team of specialists in radiology, forensic, and anatomy began to probe the secrets. The technician display astonishing image of truth on a computer screen. A grey hat took shape from a scattering of pixels. The technician spanned and tilted it in every direction. Neck vertebrae appeared quite clear. Other images revealed a hand, several views of rib cage, and a narrow cross section of the skull. Saihava smiled. He felt relieved to see that nothing had gone seriously wrong. So, this is what the chapter is. I hope the chapter is clear to you. Thank you.